Hello and welcome to tonight's headliner, Vadodara's traffic jam. Who's really responsible for the city coming to a halt? They say a city's soul is in its street, but in Vadodara, those streets have become the city's biggest nightmare. Every morning, thousands of vehicles clog up NH48, Vagoria Road, Manjalpur crossings, Fatehganj Circle, and more, creating a daily circus of horns, heat, and helplessness. Asking now is who's responsible for this madness? And more importantly, what can be done? What is the next best thing that we can do? So here is our exclusive conversation with DCP Traffic Jyoti Patel. Let's hear what she has to say.
A huge increase in the number of vehicles. The roads are the same.
Okay.
Old city is the same. Roads are not developed, means they are not broadened. And old city may possible pannathi. And the number of vehicles are increasing. When I joined in 2022, I just called RTO to know what is the status of number of vehicles.
Right.
તો જે તે વખતે વસ્તી બરોડાની કંઈક 19-20 લાખની આજુબાજુ કીધી મને અને નંબર ઓફ વેહિકલ્સ રજિસ્ટર્ડ ઇન વડોદરા વેર 17 lakhs. એ હવે આ બીજા 3 વર્ષમાં એમાં કદાચ 1.5 અથવા 2 લાખનો 1.5 લાખનો તો ઉમેરો થયો જ હશે. So the number of vehicles are increasing at a rapid pace. The roads at many parts of the city, except the newer city, are the same. પછી બીજું છે કે અવરનવર રોડ રસ્તાનું સમારકામ હોય whatever એ પણ ચાલતું હોય so that may also cause diversions. ફ્લાયઓવર બને છે અત્યારે દુમાળમાં બને છે ખોડિયારનગરમાં બને છે. So new constructions are going on in the city. So that would lead to diversions, blockage of road કારણ કે બને છે તો પતરાથી બંધ કરી દે છે. So once again diversions would come into picture. Once again traffic jams would occur. ત્રીજું છે rapid industrialization. એના કારણે માનો મોટાભાગની કંપનીઓ એમના દૂર દૂર હોય ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ પાદરા હોય રણોલી હોય વોટએવર નંદેસરી હોય so they are providing bus services to their employees. Golden હોય halal jati company હોય many Barodians work like that. So they provide transportation services. So you can see hundreds of luxuries passing through Baroda, at least during office hours. અને હાલોલ લેવા જતા હોય તો કદાચ વહેલી સવારે પણ નીકળતા હોય છે. So you see heavy vehicles entering the cities. બીજું જ એવું અત્યારે બુલેટ ટ્રેનનું કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન ચાલી રહ્યું છે. ગતિશક્તિ વિશ્વવિદ્યાલયનું કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન ચાલે ગવર્મેન્ટ વર્ક which we cannot deny. વિશ્વામિત્રીનું જસ્ટ હમણાં જ પત્યું. The road renovation of VMC still going on. એમના પણ ડમ્પર મિલર whatever રોડતા હોય અમારી પરમિશન પણ લેતા હોય છે but they are on the road. People may not understand it. They might just think કે આ ડમ્પર ને મિલર શું કામ but they are for government work which we cannot deny. VMC signals are installed, maintained by VMC. Those do not come under traffic, though they are traffic signals. First point. Still જ્યાં જ્યાં અમને આવી complaint મળે we have a joint visit by our traffic officers and VMC because we are on the road. They also have their own control room. એટલે અમારા અધિકારી અને એ visit કરે છે and we set the timings. પણ આપે કીધું એમ 60 સેકન્ડ મને ખુલ્લી મળે છે એટલે ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ ગ્રીન મળે છે ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ તો there are 3 other sides that are waiting. તો એમની 60 ગણું તો 60 into 30 into 3 would be 180. Obviously તમારે ઊભું વધારે રહેવું પડે અને જવાય ઓછું. So this is a very common thing. Most of the people do not understand. એવી રીતે waiting period is always more in every city. See, there are 5 E's, rather 4 are very important. First is educating them, that is awareness, which is most important. If people don't understand that they don't have to go on wrong side, they don't have to talk on mobile, tie their seat belt, do not have to go over speed, they do not have to use modified silencers. Police cannot make much difference. Only traffic police can make at the most 10% difference. So as a pedestrian I have to walk only when it is a red light or when I have to walk on the zebra crossing. So education is awareness in the common public is very important. And only public, this is a joint venture. Only traffic police can never make See, in foreign countries, there are no traffic police on the roads. Still, just see the discipline they have. So that comes from within. People understand that they have to follow the traffic rules. The lack of that civic sense causes 90% of the problems. And if I have taken it for granted that I have to jump the red signal. No, means at how many signals can a traffic police stand? No, I don't have that much force. And off the record, I would tell that I don't even have 300 police. Just see the number of vehicles. Just see the number of junctions. Just see the number of crossroads. If 300 people go for the bandobast, myself was in the bandobast since morning. There are so many Shobha Yatras. If a chunk of the people go there, and then I adjust 2 shifts, how many people can I make stand on the junctions? You just imagine. So it's a traffic police can never make a difference more than 10%. It's only the civic sense in the citizens that can make a difference. So that's the main thing. So education, awareness. Then comes enforcement. Police stands on the road and give them fines. That is enforcement, which we regretfully do it. We don't like doing it, but we have to do it. Because people who don't understand, we have to make them understand like that. So second is that. Third is helping in emergency condition, which we do. In case accidents are there, we try our best that someone's life. Traffic police always is the first responder. Even during midnight, if there is an accident, the call is given to traffic and they go. People don't understand it, but all the traffic police don't stay on the road at midnight. But the first call goes to traffic and they go on the road, even if it's at midnight, at 2:30, 3 o'clock at night, whatever it may be. Traffic remains the first responder. So saving life is our priority. So that is, and the fourth comes engineering, road engineering. You would have seen that after I had joined, we have made certain circles smaller. Example, L&T circle, Susan, Chani circle. That makes a difference. Then we have constructed speed breaker. We don't means we write it to VMC because there are many issues of parking vehicles in the city and outside. Parking means constructing parking lot is one of the a part of road engine. Then putting signals, we don't put it, but we request it as a traffic. And then speed breakers. Then we open median gaps. We certain times close median gates when we see that there are issues with this median cuts. Right. You would have seen that at Rajvi Tower and so many other places we have closed those median cuts. Right. So these are a part of road engineering. So there are 4 E's that work to control the traffic. And that's what we do.
Let's begin with what we know. According to Jyoti Patel, DCP Traffic Vadodara, back in 2022, city had about 17 lakh registered vehicles. That number has only shot up since. In a span of just 3 years, the streets have been flooded with private vehicles, two-wheelers, commercial vans and massive buses from rapidly growing industrial units near Halol, Savli, Nandesari. Now, this isn't just population growth. This is unchecked motorization. And here's the bitter truth. Our roads haven't grown with us. In fact, many of Vadodara's key roads cannot be widened any further. It's not about money. It's about space. You cannot break homes to make highways. And as DCP Jyoti Patel rightly points out, no matter how many flyovers you build, the base roads remain the same. Now add this to an entirely separate mess. Constant road work, water pipeline digging, drainage repairs, cementing bullet train construction, and VMC's endless patchwork. These activities block lanes, create sudden diversions, and bring vehicles to a standstill. According to Jyoti Patel, the traffic police have no control over these projects. They get no prior information, no timeline, and no coordination from VMC, and yet it is the cops who are blamed. Another huge factor, long duration traffic signals. Residents complain that red signals last too long. But here's the twist. Those signals aren't controlled by traffic police. They're operated by Vadodara Municipal Corporation. The police step in only when there's a complaint or visible chaos. But the real problem here isn't police inefficiency, it is interdependent mismanagement. And just when you think that this couldn't get worse, industrial buses, companies running operations outside cities deploy 30 to 50-seated private buses that flood city roads during office hours. These luxury buses add to congestion, especially on Vankodia Road, if you go towards Ajwa Road and then VIP Road. And yet, they remain unregulated. But maybe the biggest issue is not infrastructure. Maybe it is us. As DCP Jyoti Patel bluntly says that Vadodara citizens lack basic civic sense. People drive on the wrong side, block free lefts, ignore the zebra crossings, double park, argue with traffic cops, and violate U-turn norms. In short, they treat public roads like private property, and this indiscipline multiplied by lakhs is choking the city every single day. So let's talk solutions. The first, according to Jyoti Patel, is education. Not academic education, civic education. Schools, colleges, workplaces. Everyone must actively teach road discipline because no traffic system, however advanced, can survive if drivers refuse to follow it. Second, the inter-department coordination. If the VMC, RTO and traffic police start working in coordination with shared timelines and real-time data, many of these pain points can be managed better. Third, technology. Vadodara needs smart signals, AI-based congestion mapping, CCTV-based fines, and stricter monitoring of buses and commercial vehicles at the first place. And finally, a cultural shift. People must learn to leave 5 minutes earlier, to wait at the red lights and not honk like mad, to care about fellow citizens, and most importantly, to stop blaming everyone else but themselves. Because if we want a better commute, it starts with being a better commuter. It starts with you. Vadodara's traffic problem is not just a civic issue, it is a social, structural, and systematic collapse. And if urgent reforms don't happen, what we are seeing today will only be a trailer of the gridlock nightmare waiting for us tomorrow. So the next time you are stuck at Manjalpur for 30 minutes, don't just curse the cops or the bridge work. Ask yourself, how did you add to this chaos? This is not just a traffic problem anymore. It's governance test, a public mindset test. And unless everyone shows up, citizens, authorities, police, Vadodara's roads will continue to crush the very city that they were meant to serve. With this and a lot more, make sure that you stay tuned to the Fact Flash.